Today, we are on the absolute razor's edge between survival and total annihilation. And it all comes down to a number so small it honestly looks like a typo. We're going to break down a moment of pure high-stakes science fiction drama, where the tiniest error has the most massive consequences. So let's get right into it. This is our analysis of Chapter 22 of the novel Exodus Prime, Book 1. It's called The Deviation. And it is the exact moment where a journey of hope for 9 million souls is about to slam headfirst into the brutal, completely unforgiving mathematics of the cosmos. So, picture this. The chapter opens in the navigation chamber of the Memory, the fleet's flagship. This place is the nerve center, right? It's filled with these shimmering holographic star maps, but you can just feel the weight of 9 million lives in the air. The mood is tense, but hopeful. They have a destination, Nereon 9, and they have a plan. And in this room, we've got 3 key players. You've got Commander Vortal, the stoic leader who's trying so hard to look confident, but you can see the worry etched into his jaw. Then there's lead engineer Naira. Everything, and I mean everything, depends on her calculations. And finally, Vornab, this recently born AI whose childlike wonder is about to get a very, very harsh dose of reality. And this quote, it just perfectly captures that initial optimism. Naira brings up the planned trajectory, and it's this beautiful, luminous, perfectly straight line pointing to their new home. And for Vornab, this is amazing. It's predictable, it's simple, it's safe. But, as we are about to find out, in the vastness of space, nothing is ever that simple. And right here, the whole feeling in the room just shifts. The commander asks about the gate, the tech that's supposed to make all this possible. And then a look. A look passes between the engineers. It's this silent confession that something is deeply wrong, that hope starts to curdle into this creeping dread. Vornab, of course, with his direct, unfiltered AI logic, he picks up on the tension instantly. He knows exactly what that worried look means. The nice, clean, predictable numbers are about to betray them. And oh boy, is he right. So here's the problem. There's a drift, a tiny, tiny drift in the guidance patterns. And the size of that drift? 0.003%. I mean, just look at that number. It's nothing. It's a rounding error. It seems completely insignificant. But Vornab, he immediately gets the terrifying implications. He totally reframes the problem. See, he's not just seeing a small number. He's seeing a tiny percentage multiplied by an absolutely astronomical distance. And that one simple bit of math changes everything. So what does that actually mean for them? 4 light years. Their supposedly perfect straight line to a new home now ends in a bubble of pure uncertainty that is 4 light years wide. That is 23 trillion miles of whoops. They could literally pop out of this jump anywhere inside that radius. And this is when Vortal asks the one question that cuts through all the technobabble, the only question that really matters. Could this tiny little error lead to them just instantly becoming a cloud of plasma? Could they reappear inside a star? And after this horrible long pause, the engineer's answer is just one word: technically. And here's where Vornab's pure AI logic is both brilliant and completely paralyzing. For him, when the outcome is everyone gets vaporized, any probability greater than 0 is totally unacceptable. The chance might be tiny, but a tiny chance of complete and total oblivion is still a chance. There is no acceptable risk. So now the crew is stuck. They're staring at an impossible choice. Do they gamble on a journey that has a non-zero chance of catastrophe? Or do they face the alternative? To make this call, they have to weigh the odds of going against the terrifying certainty of staying put. Okay, so here are the cold, hard numbers. They've got less than a 50% chance of arriving exactly where they want to go. A pretty good, nearly 95% chance of getting to the right planet, but still a small chance of missing it. But look at that last line. Survival probability if they stay? 0. An absolute 100% certainty of destruction. And with that one stark reality just hanging there, Commander Vortal makes the only decision a leader really can. Where the AI sees an unacceptable variable, the commander sees the only path forward. When it's certain death versus a chance at life, you take the chance. The decision is made, the die is cast. The command's been given, right? But the story isn't over, not by a long shot. This next part explores what happens in that moment right after the decision, the philosophy and the fear that comes with knowingly stepping into the void, completely unprepared for whatever is on the other side. And it's Vornab, the same AI who was just frozen by the bad math, who offers this incredibly profound piece of wisdom. When Naira worries they won't be ready for wherever they end up, he counters with this simple, powerful idea: just surviving. That's the victory, even if it's messy and totally imperfect. Naira admits that yes, they should be afraid, but they have to go anyway. And Vornabob's response just captures the whole emotional heart of this chapter. He's learning that being afraid and being hopeful at the exact same time isn't a contradiction. It's what it means to be alive. And while all of this heavy life or death debate is happening on the bridge, the rest of the fleet is completely, blissfully unaware of the true danger. They only know the destination. They only know the promise. And their chant is this powerful collective act of hope, like they're trying to sing their new home into existence. But that incredible collective hope is then contrasted so sharply with this deep personal guilt. We get a quick glimpse into the mind of another character, Rel, who feels responsible for the whole tragedy that forced this exodus in the first place. It just adds this layer of tragic depth, a reminder of the immense cost of their past. And now we get to the climax. The decision has been made, the fleet is in motion. And for one brief, fleeting moment, everything seems like it's actually going to work. The journey begins. So, the transit starts. This tunnel of light forms. The fleet enters, and for a second, it's perfect. All the systems are stable, the corridor is balanced. You feel like, hey, maybe, just maybe, their 42% chance of perfection is gonna pay off. Vornab triumphantly declares the transit is optimal. And at that exact moment, the universe basically says, nope. A low rumble starts to shake the fleet. The tunnel of light violently twists. And then alarms, just a symphony of failure shrieking across the entire fleet. The perfect straight line is gone. It is pure chaos. And the chapter ends on this weak, terrified understatement from the AI, who just moments before was so confident. His two words signal total system failure and a future that is now completely, terrifyingly unknown. And that leaves us with the core question of this entire chapter, doesn't it? They made a calculated risk, but the calculation has just been thrown right out the window. Their technology failed them, their path is gone. So when the math and the machines are no longer reliable, what can 9 million souls possibly have left to cling to?